Hey there. So I wanted to come on and talk about network marketing. I heard a brilliant training on Sunday and it was really mind-blowing for me. So I have been a part of direct sales network marketing world for about 5 years, and prior to that I was anti. It was just that's a whole nother video, but I was anti. But I had found a product that I loved and I wanted to get out of the job I was in. So I made a run for it. And my husband said, if you can replace your income, you can quit. And I was like, oh, I want to quit so bad. So I made a run for it. Now, flash forward about 5 years, actually about 4 years, I had purchased a brick and mortar company. Again, whole nother video. But it was interesting because as I was listening to this woman give this training on Sunday, she had talked about leveraging time and that millionaires and people who are financially well off have multiple streams of income and they know how to leverage their own time as well as other people's times. So this is a great example. This wasn't one that she used, but franchises. So someone creates a brilliant idea for a franchise. They're going to start that franchise. They're going to sell that franchise to somebody else, and that person's going to pay them an upfront initial fee for that franchise. They're already making money, right? They're paying for this person's idea, essentially. So now you have the franchise and the person who kind of came up with the idea, or the founder. This franchise is most likely going to pay the owner or the creator income for their idea in a royalty or some sort of facet. That, my friends, is residual income because this person is leveraging the time of this franchisee owner plus all of their employees to make a small or large profit depending on the franchise. So as she started talking about residual income and leveraging time, I was like, man, it just clicked for me. So I wanted to come on, break it down for you on the whiteboard, and because it makes so much sense how network marketing really works. So a lot of people say what? Network marketing is this pyramid scheme, one of those triangle things, because they don't really even know what they're talking about, so they just call it, oh yeah, that triangle pyramid thing. And you're like, yeah, I guess it's kind of shaped like that, but what company do you work for? And they're like, oh, well, I work for a dentist office. And you're like, great, pretty sure your company is shaped like a triangle too, right? So if we look at some larger businesses in as far as residual goes and leveraging time. So a lot of people that I talk to just aren't comfortable with leveraging other people's time, right? They constantly trade their time for money. So I was one of those people. I've always traded time for money. I traded time for money when I worked for a manufacturing company. I only got paid when I worked 40 hours a week. If I was sick, I didn't have sick time, so I didn't get paid. I leveraged, it was 1-to-1. For every time I spent there, I got some sort of money or monetary accumulation. That is very different than residual income and leveraging time, where you are earning without necessarily having to spend the time. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a crazy amount of work to build and get there, but just like if you were the creator selling to the franchisee or the franchise owner, you are spending a lot of time creating this really smart, amazing business to then leverage the time of the person who purchased it from you. So here's another example is, let's say you have a lawyer, and this was one that she had used. Well, in a law firm, you're going to have multiple levels, right? You're going to have like your senior, or you'll have your named partners. Who watches Suits? I love Suits. And this is like, Suits totally came up when she was explaining this. So if you watch Suits, give me a comment because it's amazing. So you have your named partners. Then you have maybe below that you have like your senior partners, and maybe you have like 4 of them depending on how big your law firm is. And then you might have another tier of like junior partners. And then below that, you're going to have this whole level of associates that help assist the junior and the senior partners, as well as probably the named partners. And then maybe you have like legal secretaries who then support like this whole entire company. What shape is that? I know I always like to say it, but you'll notice that these people are leveraging the time of everyone down below them. How are they doing that? So if you think about a senior partner, they might initially trade their time for money. But as they buy into the company, they move up, they promote, they are only able to bill their clients for whatever they're able to work. So let's say they're working crazy day, it's 10 hours a day. So maybe they're working and able to bill clients on a crazy day or crazy week 50 hours. They are trading their time for money. They can't work any more than 50 hours a week or bill anymore. You know, if you want like good work-life balance. So we'll say their billables are 50 hours a week. The best way is to leverage time of those that they are training, helping, and supporting and growing professionally, leveraging their time to be able to provide more income and get more income. So they may take this junior partner and this junior partner, and they might work in conjunction with some associates and some legal secretaries to maybe bill, let's say 20 more hours each a week. So that means now this senior partner has just leveraged the time of two other people to bill 70, 80, 90 hours. And here's the great part. These people are making money, these people are making money, and he is making a cut because he is training, mentoring, making sure that they have what they need to be successful so that he's able to perform and be able to provide his clients with the specific level of service. This is the same thing that goes on in network marketing. The tree or the format might look a little different depending on what company you're with. It might look similar to this. It might look like this, where you have different levels of people that you bring in infinitely wide, and then they're bringing in, you know, their people. It might look something like this, where you have you and you just are building two legs. That would be like a binary. But regardless, you're using and helping these people in your organization to build, understand, to duplicate themselves, to be able to perform at the level or the standard in which is important to you. And in turn, you're getting a small percentage of that. So Residual is amazing because he's able to maybe only work 30 hours, and these people are doing 30 hours, and that still ends up being 90 hours of billables a week, and he is still getting a chunk, or she, of this 90 hours. So I started thinking about this, and I was like, how does this even work? How did this ever work in my life? So the reason I had brought up the company that I had purchased was it was a franchise. It was like a license program. So I had purchased this license from this person up here. And I was giving them a certain percentage of royalties per week. So not only did I buy in at a large amount, I was also giving them a percentage a week. This person was getting residual income because they were getting paid without having to do much work after I was trained. And how did I leverage my time to be able to grow the business? I had a whole bunch of employees because I knew that if I wanted to produce the income that I wanted to make, I needed to make sure I had people in place, trained to my standards to be able to bring income in so I could go find more clients. And then this person up here was getting a really good residual. So if you're in this scenario, you want to be this person, the X. But let's say this was a house cleaning company. How many houses can I clean in 1 week? Maybe, let's say 2 a day by myself, maybe 3 if they're small. But then how many houses could I clean a week if I had 1, 2, 3, 4? If I had 6 people plus myself. So if I was doing, let's say 2 houses a day times 5 days a week, that's 10 houses. If I have 6 people doing 2 houses a day times 5 days a week, now I'm bringing in income for 60 houses because I'm leveraging the time of them. They're getting paid, but I'm also taking a small percentage for myself and then giving a small percentage to this person as residual income. So when she was talking about network marketing, this was like, I totally get it now. It is all tangible. Because the way that most companies work, if there is a true residual, is you are helping people get started in your company. You're helping to duplicate yourself, so you're helping them get people started. And in turn, you start to earn a residual income. So you start earning money while you sleep because you're leveraging the time of other people because you've poured into them, you've trained them, you've created relationships with them, like family atmosphere, and you're leveraging their time. So now you, all this rolls up, you are getting this percentage, whatever that looks like, of income. It's pretty awesome. So residual is amazing. And I will say, not all network marketing companies have great residual programs. There's a lot of companies where, and I'll say this about residual too, it's really about doing something once, creating a great experience, and being able to be paid on that over and over and over again. So if you are with a company, ask around if you're not sure if you're getting residual. If you're looking for a company, ask, what does your residual income look like? Because there is residual where you are still hustling and you're still trading time for money and you're getting a little bit in return. And then there's a great residual where you are building to a point where you're no longer trading your time for money, that your money the income that you're getting and the residual that you're getting out exceeds your expenses. Hello. And that is true legacy residual income. So if you guys have questions on this, let me know. But I thought those examples were really good and mind-opening and blowing for me to think about how network marketing and residual income, what that looks like from a network marketing perspective, but also what that looks like in the real world in leveraging people's time. Because network marketing is a real business. The company that I work for is based on insurance actuaries, if you're familiar with that at all. But it is a real legitimate business and structured in a way that there is residual income happening where you don't earn residual when you're an employee for a company. So keep those things in mind. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome videos on network marketing, all things referral marketing, and let me know if you have any questions or what you'd like to see in